Good afternoon, everybody. This is Kit Holmes. It is Transformation Tuesday, December 29th, 2020. I'm going to talk about time today. Specifically, of course, we're just a couple of days away from New Year's Eve, and many of us are discussing what a year 2020 has been and how we may be clearing out, making room for a much better year in 2021. So the title today, what are you doing New Year's Eve? What are you doing leading up to the change of the clock, the second that it ticks over officially, chronologically to 2021? Time is an incredible construct, a human construct. And the craziness of this year, I'm going to back that up. I'm not going to say craziness. The everything different that could possibly be different this year of 2020, has given us cause to, our another human construct is we want to put a little frame around this that says, it's all 2020's fault. And I know that most of you watching this, all of you watching this, know that it's not the year itself. It's not the 365 days that started on January 1st, 2020. If you want to get technical about it, it was the year that started end of February, mid-March of 2020 that we've attributed to an entire year to actually 10 months. That being aside, you see where I'm going with this is that the time and the construct, and it's the year's fault. It is 2020's fault that everything that could go wrong or that we perceive as having gone wrong could and did, right? So I just want to give you a little perspective, a little more about time. A year ago, many of you got this. This was a wall calendar that a very good friend of mine, an artist, let me get this over where you can actually see it. 2020 calendar, there it is. We designed this, Trisha McWaters, with her artwork and lyrics to my songs. And a year ago, these things were selling like hotcakes, baby. Let me tell you what. Because everybody that I knew, including myself, had made incredible plans for a 2020 vision. Places to go and things to do and projects to complete and books to write and all of those other things. And all of that got shifted when our normal way of living, of moving about freely, going where we want to, when we decided, when we felt like we could, when we were able to, we were uninhibited in our movement just as human beings and how we connected with people. So that calendar is something that I'm still very proud of, and I know Trisha, and I can speak for her saying that Trisha is, and I still have several available if you'd like to pick them up as a souvenir for 2020. Send me an email and let me know, or put comments down here in the on this Facebook Live post. What I've heard a lot of people wanting to do with releasing this year is to burn their calendars. Burn the 2020 calendar as a representation of, man, it's all over, it's all done. The click of that second hand that goes around at midnight, 12:01, January 1st, 2021, that everything's going to change. That's the mistaken concept that when that clock strikes wherever you are in the world, there's a little bit of perspective for you, that everything is going to go back to normal. Now, I know most of you don't adhere to that idea either. I mean, it is certainly a wonderful, beautiful thought, and we can direct our attention to it, that things are shifting for the better. But we do that all the time. That's what this is about. Transformation Tuesday. It is about moving our consciousness mindfully in the direction of the places we want to go with our thoughts. Because what do we know? We know that our thoughts create. We know the feelings behind those thoughts are the juice, are the power, are the energy that move it into manifestation. So I encourage you, first of all, selfishly, if you did get one of these calendars last year, please don't burn it. The artwork is beautiful. Tricia and I encourage you to frame it if you so desire, if you haven't already, and just enjoy the message behind the artwork and in the artwork. But for our transformation purposes, what we know is in every moment, not just at midnight on New Year's Eve, we have the power to change our thinking, to direct our thinking in a direction that is positive, that is creative, that is productive, not just for ourselves, but for the whole planet. And that's what this teaching is about, is to get in the practice of learning that when something comes at us, whether it is a pandemic or whether it is simply the changing of a clock, we have the power to direct, to move outside of that construct that says this is when something has to change. Because from personal experience, here's what I know. Everything happens in God time, not mine, and not yours. Sorry to be the bearer of that bit of information. Just take that into consideration. So if you feel so moved to burn your calendar as a symbolic letting go, man, go for it. Whatever calendar that might, your puppies, kitties, lighthouses, whatever it might be. In a symbolic letting go of clearing space for the good to come in, making more room for the good in your life to come in. Welcome it in. Release with celebration. Welcome with celebration. Because in the end, it's all good. Because it is all spirit. It is all energy. And we have the power to direct the flow. So a happy, very happy, prosperous, healthy, joyful 2021. Be safe. Be mindful. I love you dearly. Happy New Year. See you next week.